I'm a fucking loser. What's going on, Bill Burr? This is another one of my yet to be acclaimed tours of Los Angeles. How are you, sir? You ever have somebody just fucking looking at you and they just look at you so long it's like someone has to budge and say hello? Is the workout couple. We're out here in Santa Monica. This is what people do out here. You know, look at them. Good looking couple right there. They still have their troubles. Look at the lonely girl with her yoga mat. Maybe if I stretch out my hammies, I can get someone to bang me. That girl behind her is a cunt with a capital K. Look at those fucking shoes. Look at them. Look how high those things are. Those shoes, you know what she was trying to do? She wears those shoes to get up to how she fucking feels about herself. You know? That's one of the themes today. You gotta keep these bitches down. So here it is, look at this shit. This is Santa Monica, this is the ocean, that's the Pacific Ocean. How fucking beautiful is that? Look at those homeless guys. If you're gonna be homeless, this is where you do it. You know? How about every once in a while you don't buy a 40 and you save up for that transcontinental train ticket. You come out here and you become homeless. You know what's funny? You know what they all look like? They all look like Nick Nolte in Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Look at him, laying on that. It looks like a fucking putting green. This is the thing when I come out here and I look at that beautiful landscape. Look at the little roller coaster out there. Everybody with pigment having a good time, and me as a redhead, I gotta sit here like the boy in the bubble. You know, long sleeve shirt on, 12 layers of sunblock. This is the Santa Monica Pier. Yacht harbors, sports fishing, boating, cafes. There's no yachts there, there's no sports fishing. It's broke people fishing off the pier, and it's fat tourists going down there, getting cotton candy, which I've never understood. It's like eating like sugary air, you know? You know, that's what fat people think clouds taste like. This is one of the last places that you can actually rollerblade without being, you know, berated with a bunch of homophobic slurs. So everyone was rollerblading. And one day, all of a sudden this joke came around. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay, right? And then everybody just dropped out. Everybody just stopped fucking rollerblading. And then everybody started laughing at the fucking joke, acting like they still didn't have their old pair of rollerblades in the back of their closets. It was bullshit. Would you look at that shit? Everybody goes out there and they go surfing. And I stand there, you know, just waiting for someone to get eaten by a shark. It's one of my biggest fears, yet also most fascinating thing. Like, I want to see it before I die. So there you go. There's the dream right there. They show some guy with his girl, right, next to all those little cool cars, and that's what you think you're gonna be like, and then you really end up like these people right here. All right. So here's this is Venice Beach right here. This is where you can, you know, you rent a bike. Somewhere in here you can rent fucking rollerblades. All right, so here we are now. We're at Venice Beach. This is the thing. I'm actually going to park my car, and I'm like, oh my God, there's no more meters. This is great. Free parking. Maybe the recession is over, right? So now they got these fucking things. Now I got to sit here and I got to try and figure out how this will enter number of space. See, now I got to touch this fucking thing. I don't get how this makes life easier for me. So this is actually the best time to come down here as far as I'm concerned. Because God knows I'm not going to be going tanning. Jesus, look at the size of her ass, huh? Unbelievable. You know what's funny? This is how a redhead dresses when he goes to the beach. Eddie Vedder shirt, Malcolm Young jeans, and work boots. See, there's a guy, he's actually roller skating right there. See, even roller skates never went away. So these are all the stores that they want to get rid of. You know, because for some reason you have to have a Forever 21 everywhere you go. So these dumb cunts can buy their fucking Kardashian shoes. Hey, you just have one place where you got some funky bullshit? where some just regular guy can sell fuck you, you fucking fuck t-shirts? You know, I gotta admit, there's a lot of shit here. Now check out over here. This is some cool shit that I could never do. This is a skateboard park. All these ex-gamers do your backside fakie, whatever the fuck that is. That's a cool trick, but that's one of the worst names ever. Fakie. It's a backside fakie. I smell weed. I smell weed. Anybody else? Look at pigeons at the beach. You don't belong here either. You're supposed to be in the city. You fucking bums. That's what I love about this country. Wow, that guy just fell on his ass. That's what I love about this country is you can make $1 million riding a fucking skateboard. You know what kills me? No pads. If I ever, my age, if I ever tried to take this up, I would look like fucking RoboCop out there. This is just a bunch of shit, and I'm gonna eat it. Surfboard for a table, huh? You getting the theme there? Because we're on the beach. All right, what am I gonna get? Breakfast of Champions here. Hey man, you guys serving hot dogs? Yeah. Yeah, can I get a hot dog? With onions? Yeah, onions and no barbecue sauce. There we go. This is how you start your day. You know what? I'm eating like a cop who's sick of his job. I feel like Harvey Keitel and Bad Lieutenant right now. You should be listening to the Mets game. Look at that, they're shooting a commercial right here. It's Hollywood. I'll tell you right now. Fuck the Surgeon General. A hot dog for breakfast is goddamn delicious. Can I tell you something? This fucking hot dog is delicious. Say what you want about pigs' assholes and bird lips. You mush that shit all together, put some mustard on it, man, it's fucking delicious. One white guy out there, that's why all the black guys left. Like, I don't want him on my team. Huh? There's lead calves. You see black guys, their calves are like the size of an avocado, and they're jumping out of the gym. I don't know what they got in there. But if I could bottle it, look at the bully seagull. I'd like to kick that bird right in the ass. This right here is where my Olympic dreams died in the early 80s. This is this shit, you know. If you want to get pussy out here in Venice Beach, okay, you got to be shirtless, strike one. I ain't doing that. And then you got to be able to go up these fucking ropes without using your legs, which I can't do. But for the comedy, I'm going to try it. All right, that's enough for today. Folks, we're going to be back with another 20 minutes of working out. See, wait, next time we do this thing, instead of that fucking abortion that just happened, I'm going to go right up and down that thing. In these clothes, dressed like how I'm dressed. I'm dressed like Eddie Vedder when he did a talk show. Remember in the early 90s when he pretended like he didn't want to be famous? Remember that awful Kurt Loder interview when she was interviewing him? Going, so what's it like to get pussy every night? So I'm walking out of the DMV. I got Tourette's. Fucking goddamn fucking bullshit. What the fuck you bring? Blah, blah, and all of a sudden this guy across the parking lot goes, hey man, really funny, love your stuff. You know what I realized? That nobody recognized me, but the second I become angry, everybody recognizes me. Nice Corvette over there. I love the Corvette. Such a fuck, you know? Those goddamn Europeans with their snobby Formula One. Ooh, we make right and left turns. We make better cars. They fucking do. I hate to say it. But I'll tell you, closest we come is the Chevy Corvette. That's what I'm going to say. That'll start a little debate. People arguing underneath this. Actually, the Dodge Viper has 3,000 pounds of torque. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah, we're going down Main Street right now, and I was just joking earlier about this thing being a bad place to take a girl. I mean, it's actually a great place. Unless you just, you know, some girl you just want to bang, you know? You just take her out to the beach and put her face down, you know? I actually used the towel, put it on her stomach to get her ass jacked up. That's another video. But if you're in a relationship and you want to, you know, take your girl somewhere nice, this Main Street is great. Dude, that's the worst fucking subject and name for a movie. Extremely loud, incredibly close. Extremely loud, incredibly close. That's what it is. That just sounds like I don't want to get yelled at for like a fucking hour in a movie. And on top of that, I'm going to watch some kid lose his dad on 9/11. Why would you do that? My grandmother still won't watch movies about Pearl Harbor, okay? You know, that movie's either gonna tank or it's gonna like sweep every Oscar. It was so touching and heartfelt the way that they did it. So here we go. This is the beginning of the Main Street thing. Look at that. And then you got some of the new shit. Subway. Once again, you're fucking 3 feet down the road. Dude, if you eat Subway sandwich, you're an asshole. I could make a better sandwich out of a sock and 2 fucking Pop-Tarts. So here's where all the shops are. I like this part of town. And she tries to hold your hand. And you're holding it, counting like maybe 5 1,000. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Why are you pulling away from me? Stop smothering me. Oh, ZZ Top. That's the great thing about them. They still load their own gear. So anyways, let's talk football. The big matchup this weekend is the New England Patriots versus Tim Tebow. Oh my God, he doesn't do anything wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now why the Patriots are gonna win. Okay? I'm gonna tell you why. Because evil triumphs over good. So sick of these fucking Hollywood movies, whatever the fuck they say. No, evil wins. All right? Corporations spill oil. They don't fucking clean it up. We get all mad. We have signs. They have billions of dollars. They fucking win. All right? And I don't give a shit that our defense stinks and we have a wide receiver starting at cornerback. Dude, there's a whole arc of life right there. Look at her, full of life. Smoking a cigarette and that old bastard in the wheelchair. Right? Probably said old bastard in a wheelchair too loud. But anyways, Tim Tebow's going down. The dream fucking ends. Okay, and you fucking assholes think that guy's gonna run the wishbone offense his entire fucking career. Lowering his shoulder 11 years in the NFL. Are you kidding me? With all those Willie McGinnis bodies still out there? Ain't gonna happen. They're gonna catch him. They're gonna knock him out. And then he can be back there with his fucking happy feet, throwing the ball 20 feet over people's heads. But having said that, I think he's a very nice man, very respectable man. I'm sure he had a paper route when he was a kid. Oh, that place is awesome. The Omelet Parlor, that's where you go. That's the classic place where you go play. You pay for fucking $96 for, you know, a couple of eggs. But your lady, she'll love you for it if you take her there. That's the touristy place. Dude, that fucking hot dog was delicious. It's one of the best hot dogs I've ever had. You know what it was? It was like I love hot dogs, and then I also like being on camera, and then like those two worlds have never met. That's vintage signage with like the Space Needle thing. That's back like when we thought we were gonna like colonize the moon, when they put stuff and everything looked like the Jetsons. You know what's like that? Seattle. That entire fucking city. You can just see where the hope died. I used to take a yoga class out here. You know? I'm just pausing here, waiting for everybody. What a fag! Dude, taking a yoga class in Santa Monica is one of the most heterosexual things not only you could ever do, but you should do. First of all, it calms you down as a man, and fucking the women in there, fucking gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, all getting more and more flexible. I swear to God, I want to get an old car. I know I say this every time, and I'm always still in the Prius. I want to get one. That looks like a Ford to me. It is, you know what? Because it looks like it had the round headlight. What is that? Somebody knows. Is that a Falcon? Is it a fucking Futureliner? What is it? Woody Allen said the only thing good about Los Angeles is right on red. Well, I guess he never drove down here, this miserable bastard. Look at that. Huh? The Pacific Ocean. Beautiful and terrifying. I don't fuck with the oceans. Right up there, you got Pacific Palisades. And you just keep going on up. You got Santa Barbara and all this other stuff. This is where people who made it in LA, they live Malibu, all of that type of stuff. This is what you do. If you come out here, you rent the convertible, drive up the PCH. So this is the Pacific Coast Highway. This is when you're supposed to be out here in a classic car with the top down. Instead, I'm out here in a Prius, protecting the environment. Save the whales, everybody! Some of them are on land! I love those suicidal whales that just kill themselves and like hippies still won't let them live. I mean, still won't just let them die. You know, they gotta drag them. Everybody in their goddamn wet sandals, dragging the fucking whale back out. It's like, he beached himself. That's it. All right, fans of that legendary movie, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. This is where they come down that hill and they all make those psycho U-turns. That fucking movie is still funny. That's like the original, like, as far as level of funny, like Airplane, Something About Mary, like sort of that genre of comedy. I guess the original Cannonball Run when you really think about it. Did you think about it? I had a fucking really bad date. I went to that place, except it was called something else. And I told this story before, didn't I? I was with that girl and then we went to go see that band that played only 80s music. And then I thought she was going to the bathroom. Next thing you knew, she was up on the stage singing with the band, doing this stupid like dance or whatever. And I was just like, I have to get out of here. And I just did I just wrapped it up. You know that face you make when you're just wrapping it up, where you do you're not smiling, you're not frowning, you just have that neutral. It's kind of that, like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah. No, you're totally cool. I just realized that I don't have anything to do at home, but I'd rather be doing that than being here with you. So, look at my lips. Means it's over. This girl doing the right thing, still hasn't found love. She's wearing her flats because they're sensible. All right, how you doing? This is Bill Burr. It's time for another wonderful tour of a city. And guess what? We're doing LA again. And I know what you're thinking. How many fucking times can you do LA? As many times as I want to. All right, what do you think about that? There's a whole bunch of, this is like a Travel Channel thing. There's just so many flavors out here, so many different parts of the city. The Coliseum, USC campus, and then UCLA. Going to show you some of the sports stuff out here. And no, this isn't my car. I know what you're thinking. Wow, nice upgrade from the Prius. It's a rental. It's a rental. BMW 3 Series. You know, you gotta love the rental. Over here we have Christmas trees. Ba 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 ba. Right? Look at that. See, we celebrate Christmas out here. My mom was a kid. My mother, I asked her how Santa Claus delivered the goods. Well, how does he deliver the presents when he's in Florida? And she's like, by helicopter. And I believed her. You know? Oh, no, kids are watching this. Spoiler alert, he doesn't exist. I think the first 26 lies out of 30 that my mother told me were all about Santa Claus. Just right out of the gate, you didn't fucking buy it. I remember one time we went to the mall. And this is after I already knew it was bullshit, that the guy didn't exist. You come out here to LA and you want to get a breakfast burrito. I know the goddamn place. I will show you a place, my friend. Right here. That right there, that Taco Villa Corona. Looks like a little hole in the wall. It'll change your life. Get a breakfast burrito there. Either go with the bacon or the sausage, which really goes against my diet that I'm on. Now, those of you who listen to my podcast, the Monday morning podcast, with yours truly, I talk about every year how I don't do stand-up New Year's Eve anymore. I did it for like the first 15, 16 years of my career. And it's a great paying gig, but it's a nightmare. You know, people are hammered. They don't know how to hold their alcohol. And it's just horrible. So I decided to work twice as hard in December and then take New Year's off. I always work an extra weekend in December. Although I didn't do it this year. I did it more like in October. And I take it off. And then every year I go to the Rose Bowl. And we're going to see what that venue looks like next. I actually, every time when I drive out here, I get excited. Because this is, you know, even when it's not the Rose Bowl, because I've had so many great times. This is going to be my 5th year in a row going to the Rose Bowl. Fucking Wisconsin's in it again. If they lose 3 years in a row, they're on their way to being the college version of the Buffalo Bills. No offense to you people out there in Niagara. There's the fucking bridge I go over every year as I go on my way to fucking Joey B's house. Did I miss it? This is the Rose Bowl right here. Sorry. See this and what they actually, this is all the bleachers are already set up for the Tournament of Roses. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of football fans, they don't realize that aside from the Rose Bowl itself, the game, that there's the big parade. Tournament of Roses, and there's all those floats. For you sports fans, it's basically that shit at the end of Animal House. And here we go, right here. This is where the excitement starts to build when we come in to the Rose Bowl. They have a big flea market here today. There it is right there, the Rose Bowl. Granddaddy of them all. And this place holds over 100,000 people. So every year we pull in here, we're all excited. We got 4 fucking people and enough booze to feed an army. It's the greatest thing ever, as opposed to sitting there doing jokes with people with noisemakers and doing a countdown. We're sitting here on a golf course the next day, bringing in the new year, getting absolutely inebriated, having learned nothing from the past 365 days. I don't know if you can see right over here is the actual Rose Bowl itself. And I don't know, you really owe it to yourself at some point to go to a big college game, especially if you're from the East Coast or a professional sports town. You have no idea what it sounds like. Over 100,000 people absolutely losing their shit, usually over some rivalry that's been going on for 80 years. So let's go check out the stadium. Fucking I can't wait. I can't wait. You know, it's something, I don't know. You wake up shit-faced, like hungover, you feel like an asshole. But if you wake up sober and then you start drinking, you can actually trick yourself into believing you're not an alcoholic. All right, so here we are, granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. We come here every year. Now this thing, every Sunday, if you're ever out here, they have this insane flea market. I mean, look at this. As far as the eyes can see, people come from all around to hawk the crap that they built in their garage, or maybe was loaned to them, or maybe their grandmother died and they have a brooch they want to give to somebody. But let's walk around and check out some of the flea market crap. But if you can see, look how small that stadium, as far as like how high it goes. You wouldn't think that you could jam 100,000 people in there. And I guarantee when you go in there, because you will go in there, because you will be inspired by this. If I can just inspire one person to do this. You're going to be sitting there going, there's no fucking way there's 100,000 people. And you have about 27 more beers if you're like me. You know, maybe get into a couple altercations, verbally, of course, not physically, because you're a pussy. At some point, the announcer will be like,
today's attendance, 103,427. We want to thank all of you for drinking responsibly, except for that red-headed cunt sitting down in the end zone seats. Put your shirt back on, you're blinding people with your pasty torso.
All right, let's go into the flea market. You know, you can't say that the advertising isn't there when you have flea right in it, you know? Flea-bitten dog, piece of shit. There's got to be a Seinfeld joke in there. I mean, it says flea. How do you get a kid to believe in this fucking guy with that ridiculous getup in this weather? Look at this weather. Look at the sun. How you doing?
Hi. Good, thank you.
Okay, come here. See if we can see a little bit of the field. But that's the deal, you go down there and everyone starts screaming and yelling, and it's the best. It's just the best. I don't know if you can get that. You can't see any of the field. Oh, but you know what you can't see? Look at the seats there. Look how close they are together. Hear that?
That's the sound of victory.
That's old school sports right there. Old school sports right there. Old school sports. They just don't make that stuff anymore, you know? So, all right, that concludes the flea market part. Let's get the fuck out of here and go over to music. Where are we going? USC? USC. All right, how you doing? Why am I looking down on you? I'll tell you why, because I'm going to show you something, one of the most iconic things you're ever going to see in sports right there. The facade to the LA Memorial Coliseum. First 2 Super Bowls were played here. I don't know when the hell this thing was built. Holds 100,000 people. This is where the USC Trojans play. I went to a game here, I think in '96. They played the Huskers a long time ago. They had the Olympics here in '84. Carl Lewis, and another one, I don't know, in like the 1930s. But what I love about this is the first 2 Super Bowls were played here. And it's, as far as I know, neither one of them sold out. It wasn't even called the Super Bowl. It was the AFL NFL title game before they had joined leagues, before Joe Willie beat him in Super Bowl III. So come on, man, look at that. During the Olympics, they had the flame lit right up there. The Lakers actually played there from like 60 to 67 or 68 before they went to the LA Forum. which is another one I got to show you. It's so funny that as like a Boston fan, how much I hate these teams, but like I got total respect for this. So, I mean, that is the shit right there. I'm a UCLA fan. But come on, man, you can't fuck with that. This is what I love about this thing, old sports arenas. Look how fucking ugly that place is. You know what I mean? There's nothing sexy about that. You think Britney Spears is gonna be singing halftime in that thing? Is that too old a reference? Whatever the new whore is. I don't know, was it Lady Gaga? I can't keep up with it. But back then, only sports fans went there. You could smoke a stogie in there. I know, as always, I sound like a crabby old man, but I challenge you to find something uglier than that. Uglier than that. All right, go fuck yourselves. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's no Santa Claus. This time we're in New York City, going right by Madison Square Garden, home of the New York Knicks, who haven't won it since 1972, yet somehow they still call that place a basketball mecca. I don't understand. I guess, you know what, I finally figured that out. Mecca means that people are like, you know, a bunch of people come from around to meet there, which is true. A bunch of people have come from all around the United States to meet there and kick the Knicks' ass ever since 1972. All right, and thus concludes our trip in New York. Fucking out of breath. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope it made you laugh. BillBurr.com. Let me breathe. Monday Morning Post. Hey, how are you?
You're the
I'm the guy from Miami.
No.
What is that?
No.
Law and Order Miami.
No.
Yes, I am. You think I don't know who I am?
No, you're not him. I thought
Who
you
am
were
I?
another
I'm the guy who does the weather.
No.
Carrot Top?
I thought he was a Super Size Me guy.
The Super Size Me guy.
Who are you?
I'm Christopher Titus. I'm gonna be over at Caroline's tonight. You guys want to go? Hey, how are you?
Who is
Hey, how are you?
Huge fan of you.
What is it? What is his
He's a
name?
comedian. He's one of the funniest.
Christopher Titus.
He's one of the funniest people.
You don't say your name. I wanna
Christopher
know
Titus.
your name.
Hepatitis.
No, I'm the guy. Ever see Super Size Me? That's me.
That's what I thought you
I'm
were.
Spylock Gertrude.
Anyway, big fan.
Morning
of you, man.
Spurlock. Thank you,
I
brother.
listen to your podcast every
All right,
Monday.
guys.
It's awesome.
Thank you. Isn't that amazing? That if one person stops and there's a camera there, the amount of people who didn't give a shit and were still stopping. Holy shit, there's that person I don't know. Oh, and down there's Times Square. And you're probably wondering why we didn't show you Times Square. Well, someday you'll come to New York and you'll go to Times Square and you'll realize why. Because it's like 40 deep of just fat tourists walking around looking at nothing. Like the M&M store, the Hershey Kiss store, Planet Hollywood. That's why I go to New York, so I can sit in a corner booth that looks like a catcher's mitt.